Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? This is Deli G in the house with a cold freestyle again coming at you. Uh yeah, we're living in interesting times. It is August 19th, 2020. We had the weirdest weather out here in Bay Area. That's right. Sunday, a few days ago, we had lightning came out of nowhere, hella hot, and it was sprinkling. Not to mention the fires that just persisted today out of nowhere. Not to mention the flaming tornado that was somewhere in California. A whole bunch of weird stuff happening. You know, you get a Kamala Harris while we're entering into Leo, running for VP, and black people are going crazy. Yeah, black people are going crazy. So fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, man, I should already know what to do. So they're placating this woman, Kamala Harris. It's crazy. Black people will vote for anybody that has a semblance of color to them. And I think that's where we as a people fuck up. We fuck up a lot when it comes to that. Here's some of the rhetorics that's going around. We got to get 45 out of office by any means, even if it means swearing in a guy that put black people in jail with the crime bill and is an alleged rapist and also has an island 9 miles from Epstein Island, and his VP is an Indian woman who also put a lot of black families in jail in SF. Let's start from there. I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she's black. First of all, she just started claiming she was black. Right? Just started claiming she was black. She has a Jamaican heritage with her father, right? Father's nationality is Jamaican. Now, I'm hearing rumors that he's also a type of Indian, too, which is interesting. But that, I'm going to do some more knowledge on that. Her mother is Indian, which is okay. It's okay. But on mom's side of the family, they're Brahmins. They believe in the caste system. I think their particular family have, had some atrocities with the untouchables out there in India. Kamala allegedly was born in Oakland, but raised in Canada for a good chunk of her life. It's alleged that the Jamaican side of her family also owns slaves. Slave owners. Okay? She's married to a white man. And I know, I hear people like, what's wrong with marrying outside of your race? Well, I'll say this. If you're for black people, you should be in black relationships. I feel like love is love at the end of the day. But if you're promoting black unity of any types, if you're promoting, and this is if you're black, you're promoting any of that stuff pertaining to black people, deal with black people, marry black folks, men and women alike. It's like, when you represent us as a people, we want to see black love with black people. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that, you know. I don't want somebody representing me, right? Uh that first of all don't even claim to be black. Just start to claim to be black to pray to placate to the black voters. It's Indian. Just placate to the Indians. You know, you've been stating that you was the first Indian of this and that. You're married to a white dude. You know, to a whole different nation. And again, I'm saying there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're representing black people, can't represent black people with a white spouse. Or let me rephrase that because that sounds a little bit harsh. Um, Symbolically representing black people, I would want to see a black man and woman together, you know. And I'm not even sure. Like this woman helped put a lot of people in jail, a lot of black people, a lot of black and brown people in jail. Biden, the president, or vice president running for president, this old geezer, he drafted the crime bill to break up a lot of black families, put a lot of Negroes in jail. You get them two together. When I tell you, when they found out Kamala Harris was running for vice president with the president, I heard black people, "Yay, we're being progressive with a black woman." I have to reiterate, she's been claiming Indian heritage. She's I understand she's an AKA, but she's been rocking that Indian heritage. She was raised by the Brahmins when she was in Canada. Those are her family. They believe in the caste system. You know, I think she would be considered a Casastrian. And yeah, there's many things that go into that. But you have two people that represent the police. We went from defund the police. These are black folks. Defund the police. To, oh, let's get Kamala and Biden in because 45 is shaking things up. I'm going to say this. Yeah, 45 is shaking things up, but he's shaking things up amongst the elite. How is it that all the former presidents are against this man? All of them against this dude. That means he's doing something. We've been saying for years that the presidents don't do nothing for us. And so I'm not because it might come off as something, but I don't know Trump as a man. And I don't even think he would be a decent dude, but he's a man. And, it seems like he's going against the so-called powers that be. So, between locking up a lot of sex traffickers, attacking human trafficking, not just here in the US, but across the planet. Then you hear rhetoric about the QAnons. And I was skeptical at first. Let me tell you something. The way Donald Trump ran, that shit looked racist as hell. And I even think that he thought he wasn't going to win. But he did. And, he started switching up his tune when he got into office. A lot of things he be saying when he goes against the WHO. People was getting mad because the man distances himself from the WHO, the World Health Organization, for not correctly dealing with this coronavirus appropriately. And people's like, oh, he's just an idiot. Idiot with a IQ over 150, 160. A dude that's a billionaire. He could probably play an idiot, but that's not an idiot. It's not an idiot at all. Um, you know, we've been told, we have talked about this in the conscious community, that the media, fake news. I know that that comes up and it sounds weird coming from his mouth, but fake news. We know the media be lying to us. We know this. We know the CIA been in Hollywood. We know this. And the level of witchcraft and demonic shit that be, happening in the movies and the shows, they're putting us under a spell. 2020 has been the biggest psyops ever, dude. People talking all this shit. Oh, the president didn't handle it well. Look, I don't think any other president could have did better. You got Democrats. I had to really go into this. Democrats blocking funding just so they could get their state saved. That's crazy. But we want to put all the blame on this one man. And I'm convinced people hate him because he's ugly. But back to Kamala. Kamala Harris. Let's go into what her name means. Part of her name, Kamala, means Lakshmi, which is crazy. We're dealing with gods here. We're dealing with some type of angelic forces. Her middle name is Devi, which denotes goddess. And I think her sister's name or middle name is Lakshmi, Maya Lakshmi. So illusion and prosperity. But Kamala also means pale red lotus. Pale red lotus. So what does the pale red lotus mean? If we were going into like Indian spirituality, the root chakra is red. It's red. It's actually a low chakra, dealing with the root, whatnot. So that I think that's something to look into, as far as like this symbolic nature of Kamala, whether she knows it or not. And I was gonna talk to my homie on comparing her to the archetype of the whore of Babylon, because the whore of Babylon in the Bible in Revelations, is the red dragon, right? There's that red, that pale red, right? And it talks of a woman where I think the dragon comes out of. I'm paraphrasing. But it does talk about the Queen of Heaven as well. And I think in the same chapter, maybe. All this is in the book of Revelations. But the whore of Babylon, she dresses in red. She sleeps with the kings and politicians. What do we know about Kamala Harris? She slept with I think it's Willie Brown. Could be getting his name wrong, but that's how she was able to get in her position. And now I want to know, and this is not bashing women for sleeping with married men, but don't do that. How many other people has she slept with to get in higher positions? She has put away a lot of Black people. So she's fitting a lot of different archetypes right now. And I think all of this is a show. And they got a lot of Black people hoodwinked. I heard something like, oh, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden has secured the Black women vote. That's crazy. And this goes out to the Black men and women. Y'all need to, I remember when the orange character said, learn your history before you repeat it. People hated the fact that he said that. But I think people need to hear that, because you're literally about to vote your way back into slavery. What do I mean by that? You have a DA that locked up a lot of black people on bogus weed charges, still serving life sentences. We could talk about all the good she done, but she did that. Her blocking evidence from a situation to put a dude in jail. She did that. She did that. Black man. As a black man, I'm not rocking with her. And nobody can convince me that I should. No one. You about to give Crime Bill Joe the position and then DA Kamala the position? You might as well say we got to go back and pick cotton. No, I'm not fucking with them. That's like really voting for your own demise. And you know, if I had to compare Trump versus Biden and them, Trump seemed to be winning. And I would vote for Kanye, by the way, because Trump has permanently funded the HBCUs. Had initiated the first step crime bill reform to get people from Bill Clinton's and Joe Biden's crime bill. He did that. He got a lot of black folks out, not just black people, but he got a lot of people out on that first step program. Brother's putting money in your pockets and showing you how corrupt this government is. Telling you straight up, like he going to war with Big Pharma over prices over medicine right now, dude. Remember, Joe Biden was the vice president of Obama. And now that I look back with Obama and them, I don't even want Obama again. Obama was good talker. You know, tall black man, good black family. He looked legit. But we call him Barry the Bomber for a reason. Those so-called cages that y'all putting on Trump, him putting the kids in, that was in Obama's administration. Don't forget that. Again, I commend Obama for being the face that black people needed to see in the White House. He ain't did shit for us. He did more stuff for gays, the LGBT community. And you have to think about this. And this is nothing against the LGBT community. But why is it that when Joe Biden wants to get in office, he wants to pass so many laws for LGBT community? No mention of black folks at all, right? No mention of black folks. No mention of human trafficking. Trump at least mentions it. He talks about it. And he's actively doing something about it. But hey, you know, I'm just observer. If I had to vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, I need y'all to tackle human trafficking. But then again, they say 45 is an alleged rapist, and they say Joe Biden is alleged rapist. Now, mind you, Kamala Harris said she believes the women. She believes the women that were going against Joe Biden. And now she's rocking with Joe Biden. She's rocking with him, an alleged rapist. She's rocking with him. Let me repeat that. She's rocking with an alleged rapist that she says she believed the women against Joe Biden. These are the people you want to put in your seat. These are the people you want to put in your seat. And let me state this, by the way. With Trump, it's not about him being a decent human being for me. Sometimes shit has to go to shit before shit can get done. And before I stop rocking with his policies, I'm not going to say him. When he first ran and I seen his running mate, I'm a metaphysician. I like to look for end time events. I like to study different allegories. I think the Bible is a script that can be acted out, and that's being acted out now, specifically Revelations, right? We go back with Obama, because in Revelations, they talk about the seven seals. The sixth seal was revealed to me, because this is a Christian nation. The sixth seal was revealed to me via the Obama administration when SEAL Team 6 killed Osama bin Laden. And then they all died. The seventh seal revealed itself to me when Trump and Pence got on the board. And I think there was some numerology around that time. It came out to a 7. But you put Trump and Pence together, you get the sound of the trumpets. That's a 7th seal. And the 7th seal, you're dealing with earthquakes, storms, you're dealing with eclipses. We had all that this year, last year, fires, all of it, yo. So this is the time that we're in. And we're going against China right now. China represents the dragon. They represent the dragon. Go read Revelations. And I'm not coming from a Christian perspective. I'm not a Christian, but I do hold Christ's energy. Go to Revelations, because there's all type of end time events happening, and compare the scripts. Because I do believe America do act out scripts. I believe the Bible is a big ass allegory that can be acted out, and has. And yeah, so this was a little occult freestyle to go dig deeper, because these are symbols, and they're playing with the symbols in our mind. Kamala Harris being a black woman. Yeah, her father's Jamaican, but that's no black woman. She is not African American. She is Jamaican and Indian American. She was raised by Brahmins. Nothing against Brahmins or anybody, but go and do the knowledge on that. Who are we dealing with? Who are we dealing with? We're dealing with a person that claims to be for black people, but have jailed numerous of black people and have withheld evidence so certain black people could go to jail. And I would even go on to say she's the enemy of a black man in black family. That's right, I said it. Why do I say that? She caters to black people, but she didn't start claiming to be black till she started running for president. She was Indian. She was a cop, a DA, put niggas in jail, even if they didn't do the crime. Then you have Crime Bill Joe. He's, come on now. And I'm not saying go vote for Trump. I'm not saying don't vote for Kamala or Joe Biden. I'm not even saying go vote for Kanye, even though I will. But really pick this apart. To be fairly honest with you, I'm hashtag hold your vote. I believe everybody here should be able to lead themselves and build their own infrastructures. But we're giving our energy to these people sitting on those seats. When we get mad, I'm going to tell you something. Trump has received more hate than Obama has received love. And if we think about this metaphysically, that's an energy exchange. Energy is energy at the end of the day. Therefore, you're giving Trump more energy than you know, just by hating on him. Like, come on, dude. You got more energy than that. Y'all have more energy than that. This dude is going against other devils, yo. Let the devils devil it out, yo. And then, when everything's said is done, we will be cool. Remember, he's going against, UN. Black folks in the conscious community have been talking about the UN and this system for a long time and how fucked up it is. Then you get this guy sitting in the seat, he's stirring up everything across the planet. Look into that. That white man. That orange white man. Look into the the teachings of all, secret teachings of all. I probably got that title mixed up, but in that book, I think it's by Manly P. Hall. It talks about colors and symbolism of colors. Research what orange means. Remember, Trump is the orange guy. Kamala is the pale red one. And I'm wondering, because if she's pale red, I wonder if she's rocking with that war energy too. The pale red horse. Putting two horsemen together: the horseman of war, and the horseman of famine. So, something to think about. Yeah, there's been a cult freestyle. Come holler at me later.